Namaste, everyone, and welcome to the Friday Anchor Light Meditation. And as you know, we're going to be focusing on emotional healing today. Before we start, let's ask for a blessing, shall we? To the Divine Supreme One, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. Personally, to my teacher, Master Chokok Sui Mahaguji Mailing, we thank you for divine light, divine love, guidance, help, healing, and divine protection. We thank you in full faith, and so it is. All right, so I know a lot of you joined me yesterday. Thank you very much for doing the meditation. It's still online. We left it there because a lot of people still in Texas are going to the cold and different parts of the country. I know you'd rather be in Hawaii. Okay, some of you would rather be in Hawaii meditating, enjoying the sun and the temperature is there. But we have to be where we are and we do what we can. So today, when we do our meditation, for some of you who are joining us, something that we realize is something like this. Any emotion that you have, any thought that you have is essentially energy. Okay, I know that sounds like a cliche, but it's a packet of information. So in other words, when you feel something, you think something, the soul, the spiritual self, uses the emotional body or the mental body like machines to generate an emotion and a thought. And you've heard me say that many, many times because that's the fundamental truth that all of us have to know, because that is what empowers us. If you think that any emotion and thought is something that is just there, that happens to you, then you feel a sense of helplessness. And the power comes from the fact that you created it, so you can choose to stop creating it and create something else that you like. And these thoughts and emotions are basically energy patterns, energy packets of information that is generated by your aura and your chakras. Okay, so what happens is if you're angry, you're upset, you're feeling depressed, those emotions and thoughts are generated by your emotional body and mental body through your chakras. So they come out like blobs of energy in your aura, like a cloud. Now, when you're happy, you're joyful, same thing. The same machines create certain packets of information, but this time it contains joy and happiness. And as it sits in your aura, it starts to affect you. Okay, so if your aura is populated with negative thoughts, negative emotions, then, well, it's not that difficult to become depressed and upset, because as soon as you perceive the world, you're looking at through this cloud of negative thoughts and negative emotions. Now, if it's full of positive thoughts and emotions, well, same thing. You look at the world, even though that day you're not feeling that great, you look out, everything's through the lens of joy and happiness. And that's the essence, what you have to remember anytime you talk about any type of emotional healing. Because most people say, oh yeah, I'm going through a difficult time, please help me. They don't realize you have to start remembering first that energy came from you. Well, but that person did that to me. True. Whatever they said to you or did to you, you still have to respond to it. So if a person is very negative to you and you responded negatively, well, basically you jumped in the mud with them. If they're angry and upset and you say, wait, I choose not to swim in that crap with them. You can swim by yourself. I'll just watch. And when you're ready, I'll throw in the lifeline to pull you out. Get the idea? That's why you keep hearing the saying. Many teachers say it. Pain does happen, but suffering is a choice. Suffering is when you say, yeah, they're right. Life is difficult, blah, 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 blah. And you jump in and you swim with them. That's called suffering. Now, pain does happen. Something unpleasant happens, either to you, to someone you love, and what you do with it, or the response you have, will decide if you suffer or you take control of it and make it better. And that's the thing that we always tell people. People come for healing. Please fix me. Okay, look, you can keep putting out the fire, but if you don't find out who's lighting up the fire, this will never end. Now, it's good for business if you want long-term clients, but I personally don't like it that way because, when we have people come for healing or sessions, we want them to feel better, like we do some chakra scrubbing, like cleaning, right? Energetically remove all these negative thoughts and emotions, the patterns, they feel better. But if there's no fundamental realization on their part that, hey, I have a say in this, that's that you be washing chakras for the rest of your life on this person. Make sense? And I personally don't like that. Because I really feel that, like my teacher did to me, he did not babysit me. He just basically, whenever I come with him with a problem, he goes, okay, this is what you do. In fact, one time, there was a certain situation that happened, and I came for him to help, Guruji, master, he talked to me, teacher, help me. That's the traditional student-teacher relationship, right? Teacher, help me out. He looked at me, he goes, hey, and this is a quote. He goes, hey, if I do everything for you, how are you going to grow? Okay, this is what you do. He gave it to me. Now, being an engineer, I go, I actually like that. Because, true, if he just helped me, that'd been great. I don't have to do anything. But if he taught me what to do, similar situation comes up next time, I don't have to bug him. And to take it a little further, if somebody needs help, I can help them. Make sense? So, you heard the Chinese saying, right? I heard the Chinese saying. Everybody says, as long as it's Chinese and Confucius and Asian, people don't question it. So it's something like, what is it? You give a man a fish, you feed him a day. You you teach him how to fish, you feed him a lifetime. This is a Chinese version. Last week I found out the American version. Okay, this is not my joke. Okay, don't feel offended. Somebody told me, says, yeah, the American version is like in a cartoon. You give a man a fish, you feed him a day. You teach him how to fish, they sit in a boat and drink beer and do nothing for the rest of the day. I'm going, okay. You take whatever version you like. But essentially, the key is to empower someone. If you let them realize that, hey, you have the power to create these thoughts and emotions, and you have the power to create the emotions you don't want, then that same power can be used constructively instead of creating a life of misery. Make sense? Now, I know some of you say, I came to this event for emotional healing. Clean me. Yeah, I'm not your janitor. Hello. We'll do the meditation. We'll hose you off. But somehow, fundamentally, you have to realize, oh, okay, now I have a relatively clean start. Let me create positive thoughts this time. No matter what's happening, my perspective will determine what kind of thoughts and emotions I create. If you look at life that way, then you're on the upswing. Otherwise, you're like a patient who a doctor says, man, this patient has been in the hospital for the last 80 years, in and out, nothing changed because they won't change their habits. They don't want to change what they eat. They won't exercise. They won't do anything. They just come here to have me fix them. Which one are you? Make sense? So it's very, very important that you realize to take responsibility of your emotional and mental health. That's the bottom line. Otherwise, everything is just a bandage job. Now, let me finish it off with this, then we'll do our meditation. I'm sure you want to hear, what is the ultimate emotional healing technique? The ultimate, the best, nothing else better. I'll tell you, it's simple. It's so simple, you won't believe it. In fact, it's so simple, you go, that's it? Yeah. It's called soul connection. I remember when Grandmaster Cho taught the pranic psychotherapy class. This on pranic psychotherapy. Okay, I know in Instagram it's backwards. No, not that way. Okay. I remember he was teaching us, how to remove phobias, how to remove addictions. He went through the whole thing that all these fears are basically negative thought forms. These addictions are negative elementals in the chakras. He went on, and how to clean them, how to remove them, remove this and remove that. Okay, so everybody felt great. And I remember before he ended the class, he goes, the ultimate psychotherapy technique is soul contact, soul connection. And I distinctly remember that because that has stuck with me since then, that anything that we do is good to help people, but until they get on the spiritual path, this problem will keep recurring. Seriously. Without the realization that you are the spiritual being, you are the soul that created these thoughts and emotions, guess what? You are a slave to your thoughts and your emotions and your body. But once you have a realization, I created these thoughts, I created these emotions, I created the movements of this body, then therefore, if I don't like what's going on, I will change it. That's why in the affirmation, remember, I'm not the body, I'm not the emotion, I'm not the thoughts, I'm the soul. I am a spiritual being of divine intelligence, implying I'm a being of divine intelligence so I can control my mental faculties. I'm a being of divine love so I can control my emotional faculties. I'm a being of divine power so that I can control the movements of my body. Make sense? So let me add one more thing and then we'll continue. So that's the body, and that's the emotions and thoughts. Now let's talk about the body. When it comes to the body, why is it important to control the body? Because, as you know, your physiology affects your emotions and your thoughts. If you've been to any of Tony Robbins' events, you notice you don't sit down, you go, you jump around, you give your physiology, because your physiology affects your thoughts and your emotions. They go this way and that way, right? So you could be a very positive, very loving person. If you're the entire day, your body's in the hospital bed, can't even move, that can only go so far. So it's so important to keep your body strong and healthy, as in exercise, working out. You say, yeah, but whatever. I don't care about your excuses. Anybody will always come up one because you're so smart. Okay? But the bottom line is you have to integrate the spirit, the spiritual aspect. In other words, the spirit, the spiritual being within you has to be able to control the emotions, the thoughts, and let it go all the way to the body. Now, I'll leave you with one thought. When you say you're a being of divine power, the word power implies will. Okay, what do I mean? When I have you move your arm like this, I said, move your arm. You moved it. You didn't go, let me think, how much brain power do I need? What signal do I have to send to my brain, to my nervous system? No, you just move your arm. Now, did you have to feel anything? No, I have to feel like I have to feel my arm move. No, you just moved it. So you're a being of divine power, as in you use your will to move your body. Now, there lies the secret. When you're exercising, especially when you don't feel like it, or when your body's getting too much lactic acid and your body's getting tired, and when you push your body, guess who's doing the pushing? It's the soul. Did I hit you yet? So, when you want to just sit on your ass and not do anything, that means the soul's willpower is not able to penetrate to your inner being. Let me put it another way. When you push your body, one more rep. Oh, this is too darn heavy, but I'm going to do one more. You look like you're constipated, right? You go, yeah, but that's just for Neanderthals. Not when you have a deeper understanding. Because the fact that your body wants to give up and you take it one more step and push it, the soul is able to inch its way a little deeper into your body. A little deeper, a little deeper. That's the part people miss. That's why people say, I really think spirituality and materialism are separate. No, dumbass. They're two sides of the same coin. It's because you separate the two, that's why you have problems. If the soul is interpenetrating the body, then the soul can control the body. As long as it's separated in your consciousness, the body will do whatever it wants, the soul will do whatever it wants. That's it. That's why some people ask, hey, you're weird. You talk about spirituality, but I see you working out in the gym. Yeah, because I want the soul to control the body. And why do I want the soul to control the body? Because if I want to keep doing this for a longer time, I need the body to listen to what I say. If I want to continue sharing, teaching, meditating, and doing spiritual work my teacher gave me, I have to make sure the body follows instructions. If the body's not following instructions, I can have the best intention in the world and nothing gets done. True? Not true. So I knew, sitting down based on what the teacher taught, is if I push my body, I mean push, not just like, okay, let's do a few reps. Okay, I'm done. No, I've never lifted this heavy in my life before. I'm not saying you should do it this way, okay? This is just the way I do it because I haven't learned moderation yet. Because I'm thinking, if I can lift 50 pounds, next time should be 60. If I can do 60, it should be 70. I keep raising it. You know why? Because I know If I keep lifting it, if I keep raising the bar, the body's going to complain. And as the body complains, that's when I push it. And as soon as I can push the body further, I know the soul won. Did I hit you yet? I know, you'll never read that in the book. That came out of my own crazy idea. You don't have to do it, but so far it's working for me. That's why some of you are saying, yeah, you're weird, man. You're teaching spirituality, but you're focusing so much on the physical body. Because they're two sides of the same coin. That's why, if you remember, if you've been in Tony Robbins' event, my last slide on the screen is always, seekers are achievers. Spiritual seekers are achievers. If you truly want to be an achiever in business, in your family, in whatever, the spiritual seeking self has to seep into your daily life. If it doesn't, that's what you call incongruence. Ooh, that sounds like a big word, but anyway, you get the point. Clear? So today, when we do our emotional healing, we're gonna start with the affirmation of oneness, do a short meditation twin hearts to widen that pipeline, increase the spiritual connection, and then, as the divine energy is coming down, we'll use that energy like a fire hose and hose off all the crap out of our system. That's why your feet should already be in salt water. Remember, we asked you every time we do emotional healing, your feet should be in buckets of salt water. Now, if you forgot or you don't have it, the next best thing is just imagine your feet in salt water like you're in the ocean. You know, Hawaii. Some of you talked to me about Hawaii earlier. Hawaii. I enjoy Hawaii. Okay. All right. So imagine your feet are in salt water. That way, as the divine energy comes down, it'll flush it out, and then go deep into the ground. Now tonight, the second session, we're going to do prosperity healing. Remember, every Friday, we're doing emotional healing and prosperity healing, and we try to rotate it. So last week morning was prosperity healing, evening was emotional healing. This one is emotional healing, prosperity healing. Next week, we'll keep flipping it like that. All right. So if your feet are in salt water, just have 1 or 2 buckets, depending how big your feet are. Okay. Anyway, you put a handful of salt with some lavender oil. So when we do the meditation, as the divine energy comes down, all the dirty energy gets flushed out and disintegrated. Now, quick note for some of you who are new. If you remember, in the story in the Bible, the Lord Jesus was washing the feet of the apostles. And I remember going to church, the reason that was given to us was he wanted to show humility. That's for the general public. Because if you read further, it doesn't make any sense. Because Peter said, Lord, do not wash my feet. The Lord Jesus said, if you don't let me wash your feet, you have no part of me. Now, some of you might think that those are just words. But for a teacher to say that to a student, you're screwed. Basically, the teacher's kicking you out. So think about it. The teacher doesn't want to wash you don't want the teacher to wash your feet. And just because of that, he cannot show his humility, so he's going to kick you out. That doesn't make any sense. That's why there's always inner teaching and outer teaching. The outer teaching is, okay, you want to show humility. That's not finished. Nobody questions. The deeper teaching, the inner teaching is because if you look at the aura, it's brightest on the top because that's where the spiritual energy touches down. Perseverance touches down in Mars. Yes. Okay. Anyway, so the divine energy touches down the crown. As it goes through your system, it has to go through a lot of mud. All of us do, right? So as it goes through our system, it gets slower and slower. So the brightness of that light becomes less and less. By the time it gets to the knees and down, it's dim. So your aura, our auras, are brightest on the top and least bright at the feet area. So when Lord Jesus washed the feet of the apostles, it's just like removing the cork, right? And the energy just whoosh went through. So I remember many years ago when Messenger was teaching about that, we go, wow, that's amazing. So every night or whenever you're showering, we were taught, take some salt with some lavender oil, just keep it in your shower. And every time you shower, just take some of that and scrub from your knee down and the feet. That alone, you'll notice you have better emotional control. You have deeper meditations. And for some people, sleep even better. Could you imagine? Cheap salt and water. help you have better emotional control. Who would have thought of things like that? That's why my teacher's a genius. Anyway, so my point is, we want to harness that knowledge. So when we do emotional healing, prosperity healing, and whatever healing, so that when we start cleaning ourselves, all those lower frequencies and vibrations can be flushed out, so more of that spiritual energy can go through our system. And that is that. Now, what kind of salt? Well, me Chinese, we like bargain. In other words, ultra cheap salt. You don't have to buy expensive salt to put your feet in. That's ridiculous. But if you want to, that's fine. Hey, I'm not going to stop you. But for me, I go to Home Depot, get this 50-pound salt for $4. Just going to put my feet in. Why should I pay expensive? But if you want to, hey, I'm not going to stop you. It's just like, I wouldn't buy a gold trash can. I'm going to throw garbage in it. But if you want to, because it looks cool, that's fine. Let's meditate. To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, thank you for the blessings. To all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. Personally, to my teacher, Master Chokoksui Mahagu Jamiling, thank you for the blessings. In full faith, so be it. Okay, you guys ready? Again, whatever salt you like. Some people like Himalayan pink salt, whatever. Just use salt. Except, what's the other salt? Magnesium sulfate. What the heck is that? No Epsom salt. It doesn't disintegrate dirty energy. Magnesium is a dilator. That's why, you have painful muscles and all that. You take Epsom salt. It's relaxing. It's relaxing because it's not cleaning you. It's relaxing because it's opening up your channels. Make sense? Here, we want to have a flushing technique. So, cheap NaCl, sodium chloride. All right. Ready? Put your hands like this. Tap your crown. Put your attention on your crown. I am that. I'm not the body. I'm not the emotions. I'm not the thoughts. I am the soul. I am a spiritual being of divine intelligence to regulate my mind. I am a being of divine love to regulate my emotions. I am a spiritual being of divine power to regulate the movements of my body. I am that. Just be still. Know who you are. Just say, I am that. I am the soul. I am a spiritual being of divine intelligence, love, and power. I am connected in one to my higher soul. I am connected in one to the divine spirit in me. I am a child of God. I am one with God. I am one with all. There is only oneness. We are one. There is only oneness. Open your hands in blessing. Visualize the earth in front of you. Be aware of your heart. Just say, our hearts are one. Our souls are one. So be aware of your heart and your hands. Fill the earth with beautiful pink light. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace, a channel of your peace. Wherever there's hatred anywhere in the world, let me sow unconditional love. Where there's injury, let me sow pardon and forgiveness. Where there's doubt, let me sow faith. Where there's despair, let me sow hope. Bless every person, every being on earth with peace, with love, with the spirit of forgiveness, with hope and with faith and a better life. Just project this loving, healing energy to the state of Texas and different parts of the country right now who are going through difficult times with no power, no electricity, no water. They're having such challenges. Visualize their lives turning around. Bless them with hope and with faith and a better tomorrow. So be it. And if you know of different parts of the world where people are having challenges, also bless them with hope and with faith and a better life. So be it. If you know relatives or friends who are having emotional challenges, physical ailments, financial challenges, bless them with hope and with faith, and may things improve immediately. So be it. Let there be hope and faith and a better life. Where there is darkness, let me sow light. Darkness is the absence of spiritual light. As long as a person is ignorant of their true being, a being of light, their low will take over. That is the metaphor for darkness. May all beings be blessed with spiritual light. So be it. Spiritual knowingness. So be it. And where there is sadness, let me sow joy. Be aware of your heart and your hands. Flood the earth with peace, with love, with a spirit of forgiveness, with hope and with faith, with light and lots of joy. So be it. So it is. Now be aware of your heart. Take a deep breath. Lift the energy up to the crown and exhale. Again, be aware of your heart. Inhale. Be aware of your crown. Exhale. Stay there. Just be still. You might feel a tingling, a pressure in your crown. That's the massive amounts of divine energy pouring into your crown and stretching it. Just allow that energy from your crown to flow down to your body, through your hands, and bless your family with it. This beautiful golden light is filling your family, your friends, your relatives, your work, your career. Let this golden light spread to the city you live in, the state, the country. Let the golden light spread to the surrounding areas, and let it fill the entire earth. From the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being on earth be blessed with love and kindness. Let all be blessed with great joy and happiness, with understanding, harmony, and divine peace. May all be blessed. So be it. So be it. Some of you might feel your hands tingling. That's the energy flowing through. Just keep your armpits open. Let the energy flow. Now be aware of your heart and your crown simultaneously. Take a deep breath. Exhale. And just imagine brilliant golden light just pouring out of your hands like rivers of light, filling your family, relatives, friends, everyone. Let it fill the entire earth. Again, be aware of your heart and crown. Take a deep breath. Exhale and just flood the earth with golden light. Let that golden light penetrate to the atmosphere, filling the air, the water, the land, the animals, the people. Let it literally saturate the entire earth. From the center of the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being in the higher worlds, middle worlds, even the lower worlds, let every sentient being and every dimension, every direction above and below be blessed with God's unconditional love and kindness. Let all be blessed with inner peace, inner healing, emotional healing, psychological healing. Let all be blessed with physical healing, and for many at this time, financial healing. From the center of the heart of all loving God, may all be blessed with understanding, harmony, goodwill, and the willingness to do good. Blessings be to all without exception. So be it. May all be blessed. All means all, including the people who don't like you, even the people who attack you. Flood them with waves and waves of unconditional love. That's why it's called unconditional. You dump it on them and you don't care what they do with it. Flood them with unconditional love. So be it. So it is. Now lower your hands on your lap. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Imagine a beautiful golden flame floating above your head. Be aware of the love within your heart. Allow that love from your heart to gently rise up to the center of your head, to your crown, past your crown, and into that golden flame. And stay there. Be still. You're not the body, you're not the emotion, you're not the thoughts, you are the soul. You are a spiritual being of pure energy and spiritual light. That is your true nature. Know it now. And listen. Allow your awareness to just drift into that space before the next Om. Simultaneously, let your awareness just drift deeper and deeper into that golden light. Be still. Every particle of your being melts into that golden ocean of light. And just simply let go. And let things be. Now. Let go. Now. Any sound, any noise you hear, will just gently allow you to float deeper and deeper into that golden light. Just allow it to happen on its own. Let go. Now. Maintain your stillness. Maintain your state of awareness. Just imagine looking at your body right now, either in front of you, below you, doesn't matter. Just look at your body. Just form the intention you're seeing your physical body, your emotional body, and your mental body. They're just like bodies of light. Now, Recall what negative emotions that you want to release. Observe it. You're just observing. These are like gray clouds in your physical, emotional, mental body. Just like a silhouette of your body, you're watching it. You might see gray clouds in different places. Just observe. Identify them. Say, these are the negative emotions I want to release. I created them, but they're not the I. They're not me. I release them now. Just observe. They're like gray clouds in and out of your body. Just observe. You're outside your body observing. You're the soul. These are the thoughts and emotions you created. You are now ready to release them. Just observe. Now, all you gotta do is be still and let things happen. It'll be done for you. The divine energy is entering your crown. Your crown chakra is being cleansed. All negative thoughts and negative energies are disintegrated, extracted, expelled in near salt water. The liquid divine energy is poured down to your forehead chakra. Your forehead chakra is being cleansed. All negative thoughts and negative emotions are disintegrated, extracted, expelled in near salt water. The liquid divine energy is poured down deep into your Ajna chakra, the chakra in between your eyebrows, as well as your back head chakras. Any negative thoughts and negative energies are dissolved, disintegrated, extracted, expelled to the near salt water. Just be still, let it happen. The liquid divine energy is poured down to your throat chakras. It's going deep into your throat chakras, dissolving any negative thoughts and emotions, especially energies of worry and negative repetitive thoughts. These are dissolved, disintegrated, extracted, expelled in near salt water. The liquid divine energy is poured down to the back heart, in between your shoulder blades, entering your back heart, filling your front and back heart, as well as your higher emotional body, and dissolving any type of anger and negativity. These negative thoughts and emotions are dissolved, disintegrated, extracted, expelled in near salt water. The liquid divine energy is poured down into your front and back solar plexus. These are usually where everything is stored. The front solar plexus is directly below your sternum. Back solar plexus is directly behind it on your spine area. These front and back solar plexus chakras are now saturated with liquid divine energy. It's going deep, deep into the roots, simultaneously entering, the liquid divine energy is entering your lower astral body, disintegrating any type of anger, resentment, negative emotions of fear, jealousy. These energies are dissolved, disintegrated, extracted, loosened up, and expelled in their salt water continuously. The liquid divine energy is cleansing your sex chakra, your navel, your spine, and your basic chakras. Just be still. You're under a running waterfall of brilliant divine light pouring through your entire body. Just watch it. Let it happen and listen. Om. 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 Be still. Just be still, let it happen. You are the soul. You are a spiritual being of divine intelligence. To be able to completely regulate your mind. You are a spiritual being of divine love to completely be able to regulate your emotions. You are a spiritual being of divine power to completely regulate the movements of your body. That is your true nature. Claim it and own it now. So it is. Just be still. Be still. The stillness allows the divine energy go deeper into your system, into your mind, your emotions, and your body. Be still. All these negative thoughts and emotions are now dissolved and cut out of your system. So be it. Repeat after me. These thoughts, these emotions are not me. They're not the I. I release them completely. Cut, disconnect. Now put your complete attention on a point of light floating above your head. Just follow simple instructions. A point of light, a brilliant little star is floating above your head. Just put your complete attention on it. Nothing else. That's your complete awareness is inside that little, it's almost like a brilliant marble or a brilliant sun floating above your head. Let it completely absorb your entire attention. Now, be still. Let go. Say thank you. Gratitude allows you to absorb the energy further. Okay, raise your hands in blessing. Visualize the earth in front of you again. Be aware of your feet and your feet and your hands. As we bless the earth, the divine energy will flow down even further, deep into our system and flush out whatever we don't want. And the excess energy will be used to bless the earth, okay? So focus on your crown. Focus on your crown, your hands, and your feet. Flood the earth with golden light. Let the entire earth be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. Let our beloved Mother Earth be healed, regenerated, and revitalized. Blessings be to Mother Earth. So be it. Be aware of your hands and your feet, and just keep blessing the earth with golden light. May all be blessed. May every person, every being, in every dimension be blessed. So be it. May all beings in every direction be divinely blessed. So be it. Keep flooding the earth with golden light. Blessings be to all. Say it. Blessings be to all. Blessings be to all. Blessings be to all. So be it. Thank you. Okay, let's give thanks to the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother. Thank you to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. Personally, to my teacher, Master Chokhok Sui Mahaguji Mailing, thank you for the blessings. In full faith, so be it. Okay, open your eyes. I hope you enjoyed it. Yes, decently intense. I could feel the energy flowing. So, anyway, we try to incorporate what we talked about earlier into the meditation. And when I had you visualize or imagine your body, the purpose of that is to realize that you are the soul that created these. That knowingness is so important because the longer you're able to keep that awareness throughout your day, you are the master of your thoughts, your emotions, and your body. Every time we have spiritual amnesia and forget who we are, guess what happens? Then we allow circumstances to dictate what happens to us. The simplest way I can put it is nobody can piss you off unless you allow them to. Yep. There's no room for victimhood because you are a powerful being. You are made in the image of God. So quit complaining. Own your greatness. Okay? Not so that you'll get big-headed, hey, yeah, I'm great. But to realize that you are made in the image of God. That greatness allows you to control your body, your mind, your emotions. So therefore, you get to a certain extent, control your destiny. That is it. So, I hope you enjoyed it. I know some of you are still purging, and that's why we have the salt water. Now, you dump it. Don't use that bucket for anything else. Don't toss salad in it or any of that stuff, okay? Tonight, or in 7 hours and 10 minutes, this was a little long, we'll do prosperity healing. We'll remove some of these old limiting beliefs that we have. One of them that a lot of people have is, I know we use this a lot, not being good enough. But that not being good enough is connected to other thought forms in the aura. And the way it usually happens is you compare yourself to other people. True? Not true. How come I did this and they did that? And because of that, certain thought forms of insecurity or unworthiness are developed. So if you're interested in that, show up tonight. 7 hours and 10 minutes from now. Same thing, we're going to do intense meditation, and then we'll use the fire hose technique and just flush things out. Okay, and the ones who are in Prosperity Zen, I think we're in week 2. Week 3, I forgot already. Anyway, that's what we do. We dive into it and just keep chiseling and then shoving it out. Okay, you guys know that already. And the Mountain of Money meditation is already broadcasting, so you guys do that a lot, so it'll change your entire consciousness. Right? If you want to know more about it, the rest of you who don't know what the heck I'm talking about, go to mastercode.org. Everything's there. So we will see you tonight. Namaste, everyone. Be happy and take good care. God bless.